And to unpack this, I am joined by Kadri Olawale, Senior Presidential Advisor, Corporate Sector Relations to the President, All African Student Union. Good afternoon. Glad to have you join me.
Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Olawale. Okay, straight to our conversation. Now, the All Africa Student Union reports 28 million out-of-school children due to conflict. Can you expatiate, this breakdown by regions and the impact these could have?
Okay, I may not be able to give exact numbers by region, but I can tell you in the horns of Africa, the crisis in the horns of Africa has affected millions of students from going to school, from accessing education in the horns of Africa. That's talking about Ethiopia, Somalia, Eritrea, Tigray region of Ethiopia, Kenya, some part of Kenya. And also, if you come to the sub-Saharan Africa, especially the Chad Basin area, you will see that a lot of children could no longer access education as a result of conflict in Nigeria, jihadist conflict in northern part of Nigeria, in Niger, in Chad, and what have you. So the effect of this conflict on out of school on the increase in the out of school rate in Africa is just too massive, because the basic human need is safety. People need to feel that they are safe before they want to get education, which is secondary. So it is important that safety and resolution of this crisis will go a long way in reducing the sporadic increase in the numbers of out-of-school children. Let's see the attacks on various schools across Africa, the Kasese in Uganda, the Shabab attack on schools in Kenya, the crisis in the Tigray regions of Ethiopia. By the way, we were in Tigray region of Ethiopia this year to start mobilizing and advocating for students to return back to school, to assure them that they are now safe to go back to school. And you see the attacks on various institutions in Nigeria, from Chibok to School of Agriculture in Kaduna, to so many schools around Kaduna areas. These are crises that needed to be resolved.
Mr. Olawale, if I may,
people feel safe when they go to school.
If I may, Mr. Olawale, you talked about countries like Ethiopia, Eritrea, and Tigray. Let's go back to these reports. The report highlights the danger to the African Union's agenda for the year 2063. How can we estimate the long-term economic and even social costs caused by these disruptions to education due to armed conflicts?
You see, a country progresses based on the numbers of human resources available to it. And as we have it today, school is an important process in training the human resources every country and the continent of Africa needs. If we cannot sustainably operate our schools, that means there is going to be problem, there is going to be social problem, there is going to be economical problem, there is going to be all form of problem, and there is going to be increased crisis and conflict around this area, because research has shown that education actually reduces some of these crises we have. So the effect is massive on economies, is massive on the socio-economic landscape. We need the school to train the manpower. If the manpower could not be trained by the school, then there is going to be crisis. There is going to be shortage of human resources. There is going to be brain drain, because even the few people that we have, we want to flee crisis-ridden area and go to where they can actually operate without any crisis, where their skill set will be appreciated better, where they will not have risk of their life while trying to earn living. So it is important that we handle this crisis, this conflict around Africa, especially the Horn of Africa is very important to the development of this continent. Is close to the Red Sea. We need peace around the Horn of Africa to ensure that Africa continue to enjoy development and progress.
And indeed, we hope this is nipped in the bud to ensure Africa as a continent is a safe place to be in, and also in terms of education for everyone on the African continent. But thank you so much for your time on the news. Kadri Olawale, Senior President, All African Student Unions. Thank you once again.
Thank you for having me.